Pick a card. How are you proving them wrong? Here are your options, and I'll see what you're reading.
Okay.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Griselle with Toughdolltarot, and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 1. How are you proving them wrong? I think you guys liked this topic last time, so let's go ahead and do it. How is my pile number 1 proving them wrong? Them, it's whoever be on your mind. Oh my goodness. Look who shows up to the party, pile number 1. You have the devil. Do you have a Capricorn that you're trying to prove wrong? Do you have someone who thought that they had dominance, who believed that they had control over you, that preyed upon you? Do you believe somebody who had those attributes would be looking at you, trying to figure out right now how you're proving them wrong? Well, I believe it. Let's see what's going on right here. I feel a little bit like they would just show up to the shit show just to prove that you were in the wrong. Now, it's interesting to me, anybody who would want to like control somebody, subdue somebody, manipulate, massage your brain, whatever it is that you want to call it, I don't like any of that. So pile number 1, how are you proving them wrong? This devil energy. And show me now. You have the Mandrake, power, ancestors, and magic. What hidden power awaits to rise through your ancestral roots? Beautiful. So I definitely feel like pile number 1, that perhaps your ancestors actually helped you release from this, whatever this is. Now, this could be in lieu of somebody who's trying to control you. This could be perhaps even an addiction, right? It can talk an enslavement to like drugs, sex, rock and roll. I want to say corn, right? Not on the cob, that kind of a thing. So whatever this devil would represent for you, pile number 1, I'm just going to say that you are definitely proving them wrong, but we're going to find out how, because I feel like your ancestors showed you a loophole, or at the right moment, at the right time, they kind of opened up a door for you and you skedaddled right through, and lo and behold, you were free. Let's find out more about thee. Pile number 1. What? You have the 2 of Cups. I feel like you have people that really love you, take care of you. I feel like you have people that really get you, that they see eye to eye with you, no pun intended. This is emotional, reciprocal energy. This is powerful because when you have the Ace of Cups, let's say, right, that's 2 aces combined together. This is about like, I really have a vision. I have a dream. I have something that really is important to me on a heart level. Heart level. That's a new term now, by the way. And pile number 1, I feel like you found your people, or at least your person. And this doesn't have to be romantic. This has to be whatever's reciprocal energy to you. Whatever, like let's say you have like a really geek hobby. Nobody understands it, right? And you find that one person, you're like, oh my God, did we just become friends? Yeah. So a little bit like stepbrothers energy, right? I feel like your ancestors actually pulled you right through a portal in order to support you. I feel also pile number 1 that you're proving them wrong because you have people that support, love, and help you without the control, without the need of control. Also, I'm hearing that you are proving them wrong because you don't have a need for concession. You don't need to concede whatever this energy is. This could be a patriarchy and matriarchy. It doesn't make a difference. All of it is born of darkness, okay? And I also feel like with the devil right here, that's a fly devil, by the way, pretty cool devil, pointing down. And it's like, you know what? You need to stand right here. You need to do it this way. You need to do it the way I say, and no other way it must be done, okay? And you're proving that to be incorrect. Like if they were on Maury Povich, an old show, they're like, and that was proven to be a lie, right? Now, pile number 1, you have the 9 of Pentacles right here. I feel like you could be doing, oh my word. I'm just kidding. You could be doing really, really well for yourself. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you're doing really well. How you're proving them wrong is that you are self-sufficient, that you don't have a lot of need for other people, a lot of input. You certainly don't need to micromanage or direct it. And I'm hearing The vibe is, to me, somebody feeling like they have to manage you. Well, they get kind of lost in thought, and well, they need to get poked and prodded in order to do the right thing, to be on time, to meet their deadlines. Well, they got to be managed in order to do the right thing, because left willy-nilly, they'll never accomplish anything. And all of those things are being proven wrong right now. Now, we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is like my I'm single, ready to mingle, but maybe not, because right next to it, paired with it, I have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles tells me that you could be potentially being courted by somebody who has like all the pentacles, right? Who has businesses, who's slow, methodical, in pursuit of you. For those of you that are single. Now, if you're not single, it doesn't make a difference. You could add this, could be your spouse, your significant other, or dare I say, pile number 1, if none of those are applicable, then I'm going to say for you, pile number 1, how you're proving them wrong is that you are daddy-o, right? You are zaddy. You don't need anyone to provide that, because you're the 9 of Pentacles. But look at here. I have many businesses. I can do whatever it is that I want, okay? I also feel like there's something that speaks about luxury. There's something that speaks about self-sufficiency, about pacing yourself, autonomy for sure. And I'm loving this. Maybe perhaps you could be drawn to a lot of white at this moment in time. Maybe you're drawn to like white decor for whatever reason, or white aesthetics. If you are looking to purchase like new devices, by the way, thank you for putting up with my last video. And this is the culprit. Do you want me to throw it, hurl it across the room? I'm all getting extreme and wild here. I'm like, do you want me to spit on it? Because I just want to like step on it and be done with that. But anyways, I digress. That was the culprit right there. Look at, that's my expression. What? Okay. The Page of Wands right here. Yeah, this is about fiery in nature. So how you proving them wrong is that you found your self-sufficiency, that you found balance, that you found autonomy, that you found a way maybe even how to monetize yourself, how to monetize the things that you love. With that 2 of Cups, that reciprocal energy, it's got to be something that's giving you like a lot of joy, a lot of like mental and emotional feel goods in the feels, right? And I also feel like you found your mojo. It could have been that when you were around this albatross, this energy that wanted to lock you, to bind you, to control you. And actually, a lot of those energies, by the way, pile number 1, it will come as no shock to you to know that they also wanted to be with you. Okay, maybe even be with you, some of them. I feel like now that you're away from all that energy, you have managed to flourish and grow and feel serene and feel at peace and feel at last that you can maybe even stretch your wings. I'm seeing in my mind's eye like a moth kind of like stretching its wings a little bit, and I love that for you. So yeah, I feel, pile number 1, that you're proving them wrong because you've overcome heartache, heartbreak, you've overcome sleepless nights, you've overcome the need to be micromanaged, to be able to trust the wrong person. I feel like also maybe they could have played a lot of head games with you. They could have gaslit you to the max. Friend, you don't need people like that in your life, honestly. If people don't want to kind of acquiesce and allow you to do what it is that is good for your soul, your heart, your body, mind, soul, all the things, if they put their own needs first always, or if they try to manipulate, cajole, C-A-J-O-U-L-E, I think, I don't know. I can never air spell, and I can't pronounce, but I can read. So if they can do any of those things to you, then they're not real friends. They're not people that are really on your team. They're working for team what? Number 1? Team number 1, their team, right? So pile number 1, how you are proving them wrong is, look, you are a master manifester. That it's almost like I'm hearing, look, my hands are clean. Look, I didn't have to take the route that you wanted me to take. Look, I didn't have to sell myself in order to do things that I wanted to do. Look, I'm able to manage to really grow and grow beyond that heartache and heartbreak. And look, my hands are clean. And look, I don't have to be in my head any longer with all of those like confusing thoughts and ideas that were really an extension of this person, this devil energy that you were really deeply connected to, confined to, and conformed to. Pile number 1, we have the Knight of Cups. And look at how he's like touching his heart chakra. A lot of times, like when I get emotional, I'm kind of like, you know, when I feel for somebody, I definitely feel my heart chakra. And it could be that you're like leaning more into your heart chakra. You could also at this point in time have an energy where you are like manifesting those like that have the same feelings as you do, that are cut of the same cloth as you do. Like, keep in mind the energy of the devil. It's not your energy. I feel like, even by the way, pile number one, you're proving that person wrong, because they could be actually having a demonic possession. So if you know, like if you're Latino, or if you're, of African descent, or of something that really believe, I'm hearing even Romanian, I don't know your life, right? But if you have any of those roots, you know that that is a real thing. And you're proving them wrong because you have managed to manifest not only clean hands and a clear life and a clear vision and also a clear mind. I'm hearing that's a really big thing for you. And also not much like heartache and heartbreak when it comes to that situation. Like, you're not pining away for something that is toxic and awful for you. But you've managed to really net a lot of people that have serious love for you. And I love that for you. I think that's beautiful. I think it's very beautiful. Pile number one. I keep wanting to say two. So sorry. Pile number one. So how are you proving them wrong? If indeed you are liking these kind of readings, please do like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm really ever so grateful that you guys are even putting up with my wildness a little bit, just changing things a little, not too wild, I guess. But I appreciate that. And also, if you would like to donate to my channel, always accepting donations, never expected, but always appreciated. And you know where below, right? You're going to find all those details right there, including personal readings. Moving on. Pile number one, how are you proving them wrong? The number 1111 just hit my camera right now. What is this? What is this? You want it all, but you can't have it. Wow. You're proving that, yeah, you can have it all. That you have the Two of Swords right here. So you're proving that you can keep a stalemate, that you can keep a bit in check, right? That you can hold your own, and that, you know what, sometimes if things are too painful and you can't make a decision, that you will allow things to be. You'll allow it to rest, and you'll allow it just to kind of marinate in its own stews. You're not letting go of anything that is good for you. You're going to keep all the things that are beneficial. And so all the things that you were letting go of, pile number one, are going to be putting you in that negative space. Yeah. I mean, this guy came out with a death reversed, right? That could be Scorpio, but this could be reversed right here. It's almost saying that, it's like, you can't let go of me. You can't let go of this, because behind I have the Chariot. So I definitely feel like you're proving people wrong. And that you can live without them. They're like, how when you have a partner and they're like, you're never going to find anybody like me. And you're like, yes, thank God. Ew, I don't want to find anybody like you. I want to find better. I want to find bigger. I want to be able to find somebody who can give me the world mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Somebody who is going to celebrate me as much as I celebrate them. And I feel like this is platonic or romantic or professional. I really don't care. Pile number one, I definitely feel like you're proving people wrong, because you can find your own happiness. And part of this happiness with the 2 9s coming out, you could be seeing 999, by the way. Also, somebody here, you might want to buy a scratch or two, gamble responsibly, right? But I'm just going to say that you could be having a lucky era currently. Like, anything that you think of, or that you touch, or that you kind of think, you ruminate over, you're going to manifest it in a powerful, powerful way. Powerful, powerful way. I keep hearing, you want it all, but you can't have it. All right, stay in place. What is this? Okay, this is why I don't do on camera very often. But anyways, here we go. So pile number one, I definitely feel like you are that person that you can have it. You want it all, and you can have it. And you're proving that to be a fact. For all these people that doubted you, all these people that undermined you, these people that strove to control you, who told you that you can't make it out there by yourself in this brutal world. This brutal world like embraced you as its own. And you have people that are really clearly supportive, that respect your boundaries, that respect your ability even to, I heard mitigate, interesting, to mitigate problems, but also to kind of negotiate energy, right? If we're talking about a power structure and energy structures, I'd be covering my crown chakra, you guys. Y'all already know why. But yeah, I feel like you're proving people wrong in the fact that you can juggle many, many things. And you don't have to be committed to like one thing if you don't want to. If your brain gets bored like mine does, it's like you're proving people wrong because you can actually do skillfully a lot of different things and it will successfully work for you. So all the naysayers can just go bye-bye. That's all I have. You guys let me know what you guys think about this. Much, much love. Until next time, namaste.
Okay.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Griselle with Toughdolltarot, and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 2. You chose this lovely image that I'm not going to put up, but you chose it. So how are you proving them wrong? We're going to find out. Pile number 2. How are you proving them wrong? Pile number 1 was kind of spicy, so let's see here. You have the Queen of Swords. You're proving them wrong by speaking your truth. Like you're not even playing anymore. I feel like pile number 2, with all the blue, indigo, I'm not really quite sure. Back here, I feel like you are, first of all, shrouded in mystery. I also feel like you have a lot of looky-loos, people looking over your shoulder, people trying to look over your shoulder, people trying to see what it is that you're doing. But you are speaking truth, you're spitting facts, and people are a little bit shooketh, okay? I feel like you're proving them wrong because maybe perhaps you were like stifled, repressed, suppressed, or am getting like there was almost like a lockbox on your mouth. It was like not a time for you to speak your truth. And there are a lot of reasons for this. Now, thank you. Pile number 2, I'm going to say that a lot of you guys could have undergone a lot of oppression, okay? I feel like, and if this is your story, I am so sorry. I really do understand and relate to this. But this could be political oppression. This could be socioeconomic. This could be, you know, financial abuse, spousal abuse, all the things. It could be anything really. Sexual abuse as well, for sure. I'm definitely feeling like there's just a control factor, and you were heavily monitored once upon a time. And I feel like you're proving these people wrong because you're like, you know what? As soon as I got away, I'm able to speak freely and nobody's going to tell me what it is that I can and cannot say or what I can and cannot divulge. And once again, I'm really close to my backdrop, my fake belief backdrop. And it like ripples and it reminds me of like almost like being in a portal, or it's almost like you send it into a whole different timeline. Now, good for you for sure. If that is your story, then I'm glad and I hope that you're safe. I feel like you are. Now, pile number 2, how you're proving them wrong is, look, you're not going back. This one came out in pile number 1 as well. So whatever this is, you're not going back. You're proving them wrong, and that you'll hold a grudge till the cows come home, till the fat lady sings, till doomsday. It don't make a difference. All the things, right? Let's see. How are you proving them wrong? I feel like you have a reason for that. Also, I'm hearing pile number 2 that you could have undergone so much control over what was being spoken. Like you had to be very careful, that you were heavily monitored, all the gang stalking even I'm getting. That a lot of you guys had to undergo like radical measures in order to have freedom, or a measure of freedom, or semblance of freedom, whatever that looks like to you, right? That's kind of a touchy subject right now. Let's see how you're proving them wrong. You have lemon balm. I love lemon balm. Comfort, lightness, and peace. How can you invite gentleness into your emotional world today? So I feel like pile number 2, this is stating that you're proving them wrong because they thought you were never going to find peace. They thought that you were always going to be at war, that you were going, you know, one thing that I read about in Aldoff, you know, the guy with the little mustache who's kind of inspired, I feel like, current events. I said it. It is what it is. I feel like that person had talked about how if he had a child, you know, by the age of 4, he could program them into whatever kind of a monster he wanted. And I feel like these people thought that they programmed you. And maybe it was length of time, maybe it was the age frame, but the vibe I get is the same. The vibe I get is, you know, I can instill things in you and kind of like keep control of what you speak. Like you're not going to say anything. And I remember being in situations, to be honest with you, where I was, you know, with my abuser, and I would have to, you know, feign it. I'd have to like just look straight ahead like nothing affected me, and then slowly kind of pull away. That was my age, and that was my circumstances at the time, and that was the best that I can do with what I had, you know. And I feel like you could have had a lot of circumstances like that as well. So glad that you're able to vocalize and speak your truth. I think that, I know it's been 5 minutes and I'm hammering at this, but I feel like you're speaking your truth. You could be coaching, mentoring, you could be lifting other people up, talking about people that are in the sex trafficking thing. And if you're wondering why I'm talking in code, then you have no idea, you know, how the algorithm works and how things go. But anyways, we have these 7 pentacles right here. Yeah. And so I feel like you're proving people wrong in the fact that now you're looking for equanimity. Not only have you found your peace, you had comfort, and you found a place where you can actually grow. The yellow to me is like your solar plexus, right? That this is like what makes you rise and shine in the morning and what makes you excited. And when I smell lemons, I get like, oh my gosh, it's just alive and fresh and beautiful. And listen, the best gift for me would be like a lemon candle. I love lemon. But anyways, lemon balm can be a balm for your soul. But this like really speaks to me about you speaking out and talking about things that make your heart happy and make your solar plexus. This is like the reason I get up. This is the great I am. Okay. And I think that people are shocked. People are shocked and people are afraid of what it is that you have to say. Moving on. I also feel just a little bit of reassurance. Pile number 2, people would not be afraid if they had acted in your best interest. If they had nothing to hide, they would not have to be afraid. If they have that fear, if they have that anger, and if they're feeling a certain way about you, utilizing your voice to speak and spit facts, then there's a problem with them. It's a them problem once again. Pile number 2, you have the 3 of Cups. So how you're proving them wrong is that you found a soul tribe. That you found people that, you know, when you plant, they actually help you water. They're, you know, you could be like, you know what, I'm going on vacation, friend. Can you help me? Can you water? And in the back of my mind, I'm feeling like once upon a time you could have like planted and people gone behind you or back and like pulled out those seeds. And you would be watering and watching every day and looking at the sun and wondering what's going on and how come it didn't germinate. And now I feel like that is no longer the case. I feel like you're amongst people in a tribe that will fully support you, that maybe they might not understand. They don't have to understand. Yeah, but you, oh my gosh. Pile number 2, I feel like you're considered like a queen. I don't give a rat's booty if you're male or female. I feel like you are sitting pretty. You are sitting beautiful. You could have beautiful feet. People could be really interested. They could love your legs. We check out men's legs, by the way, too. Don't say no. But we have the Queen of Pentacles right here. This is somebody who's gentle, who's tried and true. This is somebody who's incredibly trusted. I feel like you have passed with all the green flags. You are a green flag, pile number 2. And people love this about you, and that's how you're proving people wrong, is that you did not become corrupt. You did not become jaded. You did not become like, well, I was manipulated, so you should undergo the same pain I did and let me inflict it upon other people. And you did not become so unaware of self that you lost yourself in becoming your abuser, right? Look, Tower energy. Pile number 2, you're proving them wrong in the fact that you can navigate anything and everything with confidence and with grace and with beauty, even if it's not like the best. Like life is full of ups and downs, right? We all know that, but I feel like you're proving them wrong in the fact that you're not going to blow up, that you are going to show up, but you're not going to blow up. You're not going to be worried about what foundations aren't going to hold true, because you've been building from a place that is stable, that is serene, that is, I heard placid. Maybe you've taken a lot of time to heal. Like I personally have been esconed, is that how you pronounce it? Into like a little fairy forest kind of a place. And it's been like protective, and it's helped me rejuvenate and purge and grow and cry and scream and be happy and be sad and be all the things that my vagus nerve did not allow me to do. And it also helped me to build new neural pathways. So I feel like pile number 2, you are finding that place for you, and you prove them wrong. It's like you're not of the same cloth. Even if you're like family, you share the same DNA, you're not going to be a storm. And right now, actually, what I'm getting for you, pile number 2, is that you're proving them wrong because people thought that you were always going to be a wreck, is what I heard. And maybe you yourself underwent some rug problems, right? Same. No judgment there. I had, I had a lot of issues, and by the grace of God, I will say that I have been rescued and helped. And if you don't believe it, that's fine. You don't have to believe in whatever. That's all you. I'm sharing my story, and that's how I share it, because that's exactly how I see it. So pile number 2, how you are proving them wrong is that you are not a walking tower. People thought that you would become a walking tower, and maybe you had that like disruptive whirlwind kind of energetic gravitas energy that you would pull things to you, and it would kind of destroy any and churn things, and it would spit them back out into the world. But I feel like that is no longer the case. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You've slowed down. I have the 8 of Wands in reversed. And with the 8 of Wands, it's like you're not really looking to communicate with a lot of people. You're looking to slow it down. You're looking to chill. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles right here. And these two came out together reversed. This one's reversed, right? And so what I'm going to say to you, pile number 2, is that people are really graceful with you. And I feel like people are really generous with you. And maybe perhaps a lot of these people have seen you maybe in your full-on addiction, or in your full-on when you're not doing well, or when you're trying to process things and you had no way to do it. And a lot of us were like really desperate trying to reach out for processing our nervous systems, and we just didn't know how to self-regulate, and we worked long and hard to be able to do that, and good for you. And some of us are still in the process, and honestly, each day is a new day, so I feel like you should be gentle with yourself. But pile number 2, what they're realizing about you now, that you prove them wrong, is that you don't need to go, 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 that you don't need to be on 10, that you don't need to be, I heard on speed, that's for somebody, in order to make life work. And also that you have people that are willing to give to you the same way that you give to them. And it's very equitable, it's very balanced, and it's very beautiful. That's what I'm getting with that. And last but not least, pile number 2, if you're liking these kind of readings, do take a moment to like, share, comment, subscribe. I would really, really be grateful if you did. Also, if you can hype my video, woo woo, do so. We have wild yam. Yeah. I don't even know what that is. Let's see. Oh, it says flow, feminine strength, and trust. Where can you soften resistance and allow light to move through you? Pile number 2, I feel like you have become so gentle, and you have so much power within you. And I think that you've seen the roughest of the rough, the hardest things of mankind, the ugliest things of mankind. I feel like you have endured so much. But I also feel pile number 2 is that I'm getting hot. Ew. I'm not usually hot. I'm usually like cold, chilly, reptilian. Just kidding. Total joke, guys. But anyways, I feel like you're proving them wrong. And the fact that you have found like a place of peace and warmth within you, you've slowed it down, and you found at last like balance. And I feel like you found like honesty and directness, and an ability to speak your truth without being attacked, without being subdued, without having your face pressed underwater, whatever that means to you. I feel like some of you guys have suffered some really serious albatrosses and crimes against humanity is what I'm going to say about that. And I feel like, honestly, it's time for you to write a book. It's time for you to share with other people that are in need, that need to hear your story, that need to be inspired as well. And honestly, I mean, people wonder, it's like, why do I TMI on my channel? Because I can, yeah. Am I full of myself? No. I feel like I TMI on my channel because messages like this can really help other people that are in the thick of it. It can give them that one tiny little ray of hope that at some point they're going to see a way out to, that they're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, that they're going to see a tiny bit of an open window, that they're going to feel the draft of air from a cracked window, that they too can make an escape. And that is my hope. That's my intention. Okay. So if y'all don't jive with that, you don't belong on my channel, just for real. So pile number 2, we have the King of Wands right here. You have found your mission. You have found your passion. And I feel like you have molded it into something that it is beneficial. I feel like you could even have monetized it, or you could be writing a book that you're going to monetize it. You could be somebody that works with the infrastructures of people like the homeless, or people against violence, or whatever, if you feel safe enough to share, that would be great. If not, that's okay. I totally respect your autonomy and your safety. It's important. It's that serious to me. So that is what I have. And if you would like to share, comment, subscribe, I would love that. You don't have to, of course. And also, if you would like to donate to my channel, I would really appreciate it. All the comments are below, including if you would like a reading by yours truly. Otherwise, thank you so very much for being here with me. I am so grateful for you guys. This has been super fun for me. So I hope it's been fun for you as well. But anyways, until next time, much love. Namaste. Welcome, welcome to my channel. My name is Griselle with Toughdolltarot, and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 3. How are you proving them wrong? Let's find out. Pile number 3, right when I was getting ready to roll the camera, I kept hearing this song, Whitney Houston. And I will always love you. And I will always love you. There's no way in hell I can hit any of those notes because I ain't no singer. I'm just saying. So somebody is like ruminating over you, feeling some love. I'm going to tell you that. We have the High Priestess right here. It did come up reverse. I got to see if my deck is upside down. Okay, so the High Priestess coming up reverse with the King of Swords. This is somebody who wants to communicate with you, okay? I feel like you're proving them wrong in the fact that I feel like you know a lot of things. And with the High Priestess reverse, I feel like you listen to your intuition. You could have told this person all the things that you've seen, that you heard, whatever, that you were gifted. Not that you're like, oh my God, I'm pile number 3. I'm so gifted. No. But it was more like, you know what, bro? I think you need to be careful in this area. I think that your business partner is not a good partner. I think that this, or you could have like uncovered a lot of things. I feel like with this King of Swords right here, pile number 3, it could also have something to do with the pomegranate. Makes me think of Persephone going into the underworld, right? And I feel like maybe perhaps you were astute, and this is a person from your past that you talked about, that you read them their rights, and you're like, you know what though, bro, I see that you're going to undergo this. If you're not careful, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. They didn't believe you with the High Priestess reverse, right? And I feel like they believe you now. They believe you now. Pile number 3. I feel like you have come into your full power, and not that you weren't even before, but the problem is that timelines are kind of wonky sometimes. And I'm going to say that, you know what, though, a lot of times when those of us who are clairvoyant or claircognizant, we just know things, right? We don't really know. We don't quantify. We don't need receipts. All the, everybody's out there like, I got receipts. And it's like, well, I got my gut feeling, and that's good enough for me. I'm out. You know what? And with that, I'm out. So I feel like this could have been somebody that you really warned about a lot of things that could go awry around them. They didn't listen. They did suffer the consequences for it. I'm going to say that. And Persephone, she was known for essentially being kidnapped, right? I say that. And she was taken to the underworld, right? And it was an agreement. They made an agreement for 6 months. You can be in the underworld. And then for 6 months, you could be above. And it's because her parents, I thought it was her mother, kind of forgot about the agreement that she had with another one of the gods or something like that. Horribly paraphrased, but I feel like you have this ability to go into the underworld and really discover and understand a lot of things. That's like 50-50. I'm getting, you guys, pile number 3, you're always my problem child. I'm going to say that like fondly and with love in my heart, because I feel like I'm pile number 3 all the time on my channel. I feel like what I mean by that is I feel like you guys could be my mediums. You could be my tarot readers. I feel like maybe tarot readers on my channel probably go, piles 2 and 3 mostly. But especially pile number 3 is psychic mediums. And I feel like you guys could be the ones that get visions. You guys could be the ones that you can touch someone and all of a sudden you get like a download. Or you can get, you guys are the ones also that you're sitting next to a friend, you're talking, and they look at you like this happened to me today. And she looked at me and she's like, are you reading my mind? Like it was really cute. And I'm like, no, no, I'm not reading your mind, right? But I definitely feel like you're proving them wrong. You're proving this person, and it could be male, female, I don't care. But it's somebody who's really sharp with their words. Somebody who was quick to naysay you. Somebody who was really quick to negate. Well, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, poo-poo. Oh, you're one of those woo-woo people. You're one of those fortune-telly kind of people, right? And I feel like they got themselves in a world of hurt because they didn't listen to you. I feel like they could have experienced homelessness. They could have been thrown out. They could have gone with a spouse who who didn't buy into their BS anymore. I feel also that you uncovered and unmasked everything through your talent, but through your gifts, right? But the ironic thing is that I feel like you didn't really believe at the time. Like you believed it, but at the time you needed receipts like people are asking for today. And I feel like now you're mature and you're like, I don't need no receipt. I know my gut tells me everything I need to know. And I think that this person thinks that you're not only psychic, but for me, I've noticed that people confuse telepathy with being psychic. And I'm like, well, I guess, you know. So back to that story, my girlfriend was like, oh my God, did you read my mind? And it was, you know, because obviously it was exactly what she was thinking. And I feel like this person could feel like you have telepathy, that you have mutual telepathy. I feel like also they've experimented with trying to send you like messages telepathically, just FYI. And you probably already know this. If you know that, don't do that. Okay, the Emperor. Yeah, this card, I wish you would have seen it. It spun around sideways and then I slapped it into submission. And it bit my little card. But anyways, with the Emperor, I feel like this person kind of wants to rule. This person could have wanted to rule you once upon a time. I feel like for most of you guys, it would have been a love interest, a love partner, somebody you were married to, somebody you were connected to. With Temperance, I feel like you've healed and you're proving them wrong because not only because you were correct, you're proving them wrong because you were right. Damn it. That's what I mean to say. And so you were correct. You were right. Like everything was on point. All the things that you're like, you know what, I had a dream and this is going to happen. And you can feel it in your stomach. And so pile number 3, I definitely feel like you warned people in advance, but it's many, many years. And by the time things circle around, people kind of poo-poo you or they don't believe you or whatever this is, right? And by the time things come to fruition, I feel like they lose control. They no longer feel like they're the Emperor. I feel like they feel like they're on the outs, that kind of a thing. Interesting. Also with the flipping of the Emperor, this is somebody who wanted to flip the script over and over because that card spun. It just continually spun. Yeah. And I heard te tenía haciendo maromas, which kind of backs up this card. They had you doing gymnastics, just like her, like stretching, that she could be doing ballet, but you know, gymnastics and all the things I cannot do. So he or she had you doing, you know, like jumping through hoops. In other words, it was like not healthy. And I feel like, you know, you try to, out of the honesty and love of in your heart, you try to warn this person, but they found out the hard way. And I also feel like you're proving them wrong. And I feel like they want to come back and talk to you about these things. What? Scallywag? What? They want to offer you a cup of love. They want to be like, you know what? You've always been a part of my heart. You're in my heart. You're in my soul. Really? I would love to give you a cup of love because I'm lover boy, lover girl. This person can really feel like they have a lot of pull with you. They could have maybe once upon a time had a lot of pull with you. They could turn on the charm and the romance, but I feel like you see right through it. With the Ace of Cups, I feel like there is a real want, though, to build with you. It's like this is actually real. Their intention is like they want to suss it out. They want to feel it out. They're going to use like that charm as humor because they know that you can see right through it. And again, if this is not romantic, it could be professional, but I feel like for 90% of you, it is romantic. And then I happen to look down. I have Chestnut. So you are proving them wrong because of your resilience, shelter, and inner power. What part of you holds strength so quietly? It's often overlooked, even by you. Oh my gosh, you guys, and that goes right perfectly with this. Not the Empress, it's the High Priestess card that came up reverse. It was like, it's almost like you hold it quietly to yourself and you're like, well, we'll see, you know, we'll see if that happens, or we'll see if I'm right, or we'll see, whatever. I know when I was practicing on my gifts and talents and things like that, let me tell you, Spirit told me everything I needed to know, including one time I had, one of my boyfriends was cheating, and including Spirit said, you know what, look through their phone because the female they're cheating with is under a man's name. Pro tip, just saying. So you're proving them wrong that because you were right, you're on the money, and now they know that you're 1000% right. They can't snare you. That it's like you've earned respect. their respect. But it's like, who wants their respect if they have the gall to be able to do that to you? If somebody is shady, underhanded, undermines you, tries to fool you, tries to control you, tries to like play you, why would you want their respect? It makes no sense. To make it make sense, don't bother. But this chestnut thing, it's like they see you as being resilient. They see you as being powerful, as being confident, and as being calm. And that you have a lot of options in front of you too. I feel like this person had to undergo a lot of hardships, a lot of duality is what I'm hearing, and a lot of like banging her head against a pavement in order to wake up to see that, wow, that was really some bad moves that I did. Nettle. In order for them to see like the light of day, rhyme and reason. And I feel like now, consequently, they kind of want to come, they want to circle the block again. That's just, you do whatever you want with that information. I'm just telling you, friend. So we have nettle, protection, boundaries, and vital energy. Where are your boundaries asking to be respected or reinforced? And I feel like that's going to be you. This person's going to want to come through and like disrespect your boundaries, or be like, oh, well, you know, oh, it's just me. Let's just remember the good times. Oh, I got things to talk to you about. They're going to want to stroke your ego. You know, pile number 3, you were right when you said, and you had that dream, and this is what happened to me, and I just want to validate that. They're not here to validate you, friend. They're not here to give you self-esteem, to help you understand that while you were right on the money the entire time. I feel like actually you've had Rare was a person who came to validate your gifts. We've got Wormwood. So I feel like you're going to do a lot of self-protecting. Then, yeah, transformation, truth, and bitterness. What hard truth have you been avoiding that holds your freedom? So maybe perhaps pile number 3, you have been bound, 1111 on camera. I love that number, by the way. You have been bound by like some kind of emotional lock or some emotional connection to this person. And it's been very difficult for you to kind of stand back. It's been difficult for you not to feel like you had to second guess yourself and things like that. But you're in your head over it. Absolutely. You get in your head over it, and there's no reason to. I feel like this person will try to initiate contact with you, and they will try to be like, oh, look, you know, pile number 3. Can we have a little discussion, you and me? And that's simply because they kind of want to get in good with you. And I feel like also they're looking to you for source. Like some of them is like genuine, but a little bit of still a player energy, kind of like they want to like feed off your energy a little bit. Now, there's degrees to everything. You're going to really formulate your own opinions. If you need a personal reading on this, my information is in the description box below. If you'd like to donate to my channel, same directions. So that is what I have. You formulate your own opinions. Don't be mad because I brought up somebody from the past, because you know what though? They brought themselves here. And maybe it was just something that you needed to do. You need to know that you have been validated. And in a lot of ways, I feel pile number 3, you've been vindicated by spirit. So I don't know. That's all I have. But much, much love to you. Thank you so very much for your time. Until next time, namaste.